Hi, welcome back. You with me, Tanny, from Tannysarcana. This is a reading for Friday to take you into the up and coming weekend. The dates are the 16th to, I think, the 20th. So I'm using several different cards, actually, several different decks. The Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. I'm bringing forward some Ascended Masters for you to get you through this weekend. I've also already pulled the cards for the Light Seers Tarot. So we'll go through them shortly, one by one. So welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, please remember to press that little subscribe button just below the title there of the video. And most importantly, if you do get something from this reading or something touches you that resonates with you, then please remember to press like, because you know, that's what enables other people to get to see the readings. And at the end of the day, that's why I do these readings, to connect with you lovely souls. So I've also pulled two cards from my Elemental Power Pack, and before I take my Ascended Masters card, I'm going to read these out to you. This is the first one, that beautiful scenery there. And what the card is saying is, your struggles will end when you start trying to be happy instead of right. So, you know, if you are going through some difficult struggles at the moment, thinking that you're always right, you know, there is sometimes seeing it from a different perspective or different view. And it does say, that card, your struggles will end when you try to be happy. The second card is, allow your mind, body and soul to flow intuitively. So another gorgeous card there to think about. Allow your mind, body and soul to flow intuitively. And of course, sometimes we do need a bit of peace and quiet for that. It's no good, you know, trying to think what's going on inside of you while you've got kids running around. So it's all about having a bit of time out for yourself, to get in tune with your higher self, to see what's going on. There's a lot going on with these planets at the moment. I listen to quite a few of the different astrologers on here on YouTube, and I really do feel that we really are going to be going through the murkiness of this new moon that's coming up, and then of course a full moon on the 31st of October. For me personally, I was trying to think back, and it's very significant, the dates for me this week. I feel personally I've gone through a 14-year cycle, which is now coming to an end. Once this full moon, once this new moon, comes on the 16th, that 14-year cycle will be gone for me. So, you know, on a personal level. So it just seems ironic, you know, with the state the planets are at the minute, and going back to 2006, just how much the astrology resonates for me. So I'm also a Leo, and Leos have had very, very difficult times. So if anybody else wants to connect or comment, you know, then please feel free to do so. Okay, now while I was tuning in, my guides asked me to post some cards from the Keepers of Light Oracle deck. I usually use these, you know, on a separate reading, but they asked me to pull some Ascended Masters So I'm going to pull 3 cards to go with this tarot reading for the weekend. So that's the first one. I'm not on camera tonight because I've got my pajamas on. I've had a really busy day at the pharmacy today delivering. It's always busy Thursdays and Fridays, and I've sort of got my pajamas on, so I didn't want to come on camera with my pajamas. So we'll pull one more card. Oh yeah, she's lovely. Right, okay. So that's why I'm not on camera tonight, in case you're wondering why. I'm just trying to find the booklet. Okay, so we've had those first 2 cards from the Elemental Power. So think about that this up and coming weekend, where you can allow, to use your mind, body, soul to flow intuitively. And also what Spirit is saying is your struggles will end when you start trying to be happy instead of always right. And sometimes we don't like to be proved wrong, do we? Sometimes, we can be. It's always good to see the other side of the coin and see somebody else's perspective or point of view on a certain situation that we might not always agree on, But anyway, our first beautiful Ascended Master that's come out is Lady Portia. And she's all about divine order. Beautiful card there. She's all about divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And obviously she has a more in-depth meaning, which I'm going to read to you now. I'm not going to read it all. I'm just going to point out the main reason why she's turned up here for you. So just give me a minute. I have got my glasses on, so I shouldn't keep you too long. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. This, a powerful goddess, is a figure of justice and peace. She brings order and opportunity to every experience. As Lord of Karma, she also regulates the law of cause and effect. She helps us recognize the impact of our judgments, our choices, our actions on ourselves and the world. She is the twin flame of Saint Germain, so she is strongly connected to the violet flame energy. So we are still in Libra season at the moment. And the extended message is saying right now, a call for justice is being brought into your space. Even if this means you will lose out, there really is no loss in the highest state of truth. Act from your heart. See the other person's point of view, which is exactly what I just touched on before. Surrender your pride so that you are coming from a loving space. If you've made choices that weren't for the highest good, then admit it. Through this honesty, you are releasing any karmic bonds or anchors of fear from your energy. Take time to learn from this situation, and if you are involved in any legal issues, know that Lady Portia and the angels of justice are gathering round to honour everyone involved. So there, a very important message there for you. That's Lady Portia. I'm going to go to the other 2 Ascended Masters throughout the reading when I feel it's necessary to come upon them. Okay, so of course we are starting off and we have the Moon card, and it's paired here with this 4 of Swords. Hope you can see these cards okay. So the Moon, of course, it talks about our deepest emotions, our fears, our worries, our anxieties. Any Cancers or Pisces, that are watching this, I feel there might be an important message in this reading for you. But of course, with this full moon, it is going to bring a lot of things to the surface. A lot of surprising energies. So just watch out for that, and of course, the moon, we can't always see things clearly. So any issues or things going on, really think about what it is you're going to do to proceed with certain matters, certain decisions. Really give it careful consideration. As that card came out there about allowing your mind, body and soul to flow intuitively, go with your gut feeling this weekend. Maybe it is you are having to make a really, really personal, deep decision here. The Four of Swords, it talks about conflicts, feeling really like we're not making any progress. So I really do feel like you really are going to be deep within yourself this weekend. So I think I'm going to go to this next Ascended Master here. My eye keeps going towards the card. There you go. He's all about ascension. I'm not even going to say his name. You can read it on the screen. But it's about ascension and moving into your true self, rising above the darkness because the light is here. And he's reminding you that even though these times are very dark, there is always light, So I will call upon the extended message. Where have I put the book now? There we go. Just give me a sec to find him. There we go. He's all about ascension. He's bringing in this message for you. Helping those passing on to cross over into the light. Now he is a presence we can call on to order to ascend. Ascension means rising up. It reminds us of the story of Christ being resurrected after his death. This means that Serapis Bey can guide us from our lowest states of being back into the light. His energy is almost like that of a phoenix, giving us the support to move out of our own hell or darkness into a space that supports our growth. So the stars cannot shine without the darkness. You may have experienced a low state of being, trauma or depression, but this is a new beginning. Become aware of the growth. There is always room for improvement, and there's always a sense of presentation now. You may be receiving documentation or certification to acknowledge your growth or experience. It's important to cherish this time and to realize that without the challenges or obstacles you have faced, you wouldn't be as strong, powerful, or as focused as you are today. You are ascending personally and spiritually at this time, and the universe is here to support it. And like I touched on at the beginning of the reading, this 14-year-old cycle that I'm ending, back at 14 years ago, I spent a lot of time going to the spiritualist church, listening to people, and it's just so true. Like, I never would have thought I would be here on YouTube with my own little channel, having the confidence to speak out, because believe you me, I know there are a lot of readers on here now, but when I first came on a couple of years ago, there weren't as many. But it's not easy, to talk to a camera and just come on and do these readings. So for me to come this far, I am really, really overjoyed and really pleased that I can do my best to bring these readings to you guys. And even if just one person listens and gets something from it, then I feel I'm doing something right. So thank you, Ascended Master. That's wonderful. Thank you for showing up here in this tarot reading. The next two tarot cards, we have the Justice card, and of course I touched on We touched on that with Lady Portia as well, and also still being in that Libra season with this new moon upon us on the 16th. There's something really major quite here for all of us on the cards here. So I really do hope that this justice is on your side. There's a connection here with a very strong male. This may be a boss of some kind. It might be, obviously, you know, many different individuals come to these readings. They are general readings, so they can't always be for everyone. And I'm really sorry, because I think when you've took the time and trouble, you know, just to get something from the reading that resonates, you know, you can take that away. But maybe it is you've gone through some really difficult times with a working situation here. Maybe it is you've sued a company that you work for, and you know justice is sort of going to come in here for you. But it's strongly connected with the Emperor, which talks about leadership. It talks about, you know, a very strong male presence that is around you this up and coming Friday going into the weekend. So wherever you can take that, you know, could also be an Aries individual that's standing very strong here, connected with you. These next two cards, you've got the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups. And of course, the Hierophant, you know, it does talk about marriage. The Ten of Cups, you know, it talks about everything you've ever wished for here. So I did say there would be a major decision. So, you know, it could go both ways with these surprising planets the way they are. It might be somebody out of the blue is proposing to you, bringing an offer of marriage here, or it could be the ending of a marriage, you know, the ending of this happy home, happy times, whatever resonates for you. And as I said, with these surprising bolts from the blue, what's going to be going on with these planets, you know, however this is going to resonate with you. Now, before I touch on these last two cards, because they're two major arcanas, which is the Fool card and the World card, I'm just going to read this one. And she's all about the sacred self. Look at her. She looks a bit like Beyonce. The sacred self, the Shekinah, and she's all about unleashing your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. And I'll just find her here in my book for you, just to touch upon the message for you from her, all about the sacred self. She's the essence of, has the ability to show herself in ways that we will understand. She is acknowledged in the sacred teachings of Judaism and also called the Sophia of Christ. She is a powerful female voice of spirit who is here to bring about the equality to help the world move on from the male-only image of God. She reminds us that God is all loving and all of accepting. Whenever she appears in a reading, she points out change makers, love creators, and gift sharers of the world, who are all here to unite all hearts from around the world. So a beautiful, beautiful, you know, ascended master coming in here to speak with you and share this reading with you. And she's saying, you know, don't feel the need to hold back or dampen your spirit. This is a time to celebrate. There is a feeling of dance and joy around you at this time as you fully recognize your splendor. You are a sacred being who defies gravity every day just by being alive and bring a sense of balance and equality to the world. And of course, that sense of balance with the justice here, still in Libra season. You know, we're not in Scorpio season as yet. To finish off this general reading, two amazing cards, the Fool card and the World. And for me, you know, the World card talks about the ending of a cycle, a very difficult cycle that you may have had to go through. Personally, I can take this, and it's my energy that has gone on to these cards when I was shuffling. I did tune in, of course, with my guides, but they're reminding me this week of this ending of this huge cycle that I've had to go through, and it's helped me grow, you know, on my path into a much stronger, wiser, more empowered female. So yes, so the closing down of one cycle, the beginning of a brand new one, and the Fool card talks about being able to take that leap of faith for something brand new here, you know, getting that feeling where you're ready just to take that brand new leap of faith. So absolutely incredible, a beautiful reading. Like I say, they are only general, but my guides asked me to bring these Ascended Masters in for you. So wherever you are in this world, I hope you've enjoyed the reading and have a very happy weekend ahead. Bye from me.